morning guys, how you all going? Doug Dundee back in action and on his way out for another great adventure. So I haven't made a video in a little while guys. There's been a lot going on and I'll endeavour to try and explain that to you. If you're interested, if you're not, just fast forward about 10 minutes. Big shout out to Dan Gilbert who has graciously decided to let me buy one of his working butts from his cinnamon line. You have heard me talk about them previously. So I'm getting that a little Jill off Dan on the 3rd of October. I think Graham's going to go pick it up for me and I'm going to get it from Graham's place on the 3rd of October. I haven't been making many videos or going out very much at all, and I'll tell you why. The engine in this car is getting a complete rebuild on the 3rd of October. And where I'm getting it rebuilt is not far from where Dan lives, so I'm going to pick up the Ferret and drop the car off to get the engine rebuilt. So even now going out today, I'm taking a bit of a gamble. I'm getting a complete rebuild on the motor, new clutch, set of headers, universal joints, and a whole range of different things outside the motor as well. I'm going to do the maintenance on new brakes and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, the car's getting a little bit old, and I had a bit of a look around to see what I could buy for the type of money that I needed to spend to do all the maintenance that was required on this vehicle. And I came to the conclusion that it was a lot better off to go down the pathway that I'm going, which is a complete engine rebuild and do all the maintenance required. So it was a better option, better way to go. At least then I know what I've got. For the same sort of money, you're buying a car that's done 250,000 Ks, and you don't know what you're buying. You're probably buying someone else's headaches. So that's the rate I've been going on and why I haven't been going out. It's the car's only running on 5 cylinders out of 6. The oil rings are gone, so the engine needs completely rebuilt. So I did my due diligence research into who was reputable engine builders. It is quite some distance from me, but I think the end product will be worth it. If you're going to rebuild a motor, best you do your research. So that's why I haven't been going out and making videos. The ferrets have started breeding, and I'll do a breeding video over the course of the next couple of weeks because I won't be doing much ferreting. I don't want to drive the car very much at all, just in case, like it's all right running on 5 cylinders, but you wouldn't really want to be running on 4 or 3. Normally when your rings start going, the oil rings in particular, you know that they're all about the same age and the other ones aren't far behind it. So that's that story. So looking forward to getting this cinnamon line Jill off Dan Gilbert from, I think he's called Rabbit Busters. He's a ferreting contractor as well. So we'll get to see. I've been hearing quite a bit of about this line for some time, and I rang Dan up, and initially we were going to breed it with one of his bucks, but he was untried, so I thought, oh, better to leave her and I'll breed it with one of my proven bucks. I'll probably put her to Spike, who's a black-eyed white male. So we'll see how those kids go. So I'm eagerly anticipating getting her out. But what I will do before I actually even breed her is I'll take her out a couple of times to make sure that she's got the right traits that I'm looking for. Otherwise it's just a waste of time, isn't it? But you've got to try. You've got to bring ferrets in when you hear about good line of ferrets. It's always good to try and get one or two, bring them in and see what they're all about. You know, like your best and other people's best, sometimes there can be a little bit of difference. What one person's happy with because they haven't experienced anything better, then their best is only the best that they've seen. So that's how I like to look at it. You know, so I don't think I've got the best ferrets in the world, so therefore I've got to look at other people who think that they have, or think that their ferrets are pretty good. And that's what I do. So I'll bring that Jill in, we'll have a look at her. If she's any good, I'll breed from her this year. If she's not, then I'm pretty sure she's good enough to pass on to somebody else. Otherwise, Dan certainly wouldn't have her, I wouldn't imagine. So that's that story. In the back today, got a little bit of surprise. For those who've been following me for some time, you remember an old Jill that I worked for some years called Sally. Sally didn't look too good earlier, or the last couple of years she hasn't looked too good. I'm not sure what's happened. It seems that she's got a new lease on life, and her activities lately, she's looking a lot better. And she's been carrying on it the last, I don't know, 3 or 4 months. So I've got her in the back, and she may even die while she's that old, she may even die out in the burrow. But look, at least she'll die doing something she loves. She was scrambling out of the cage and ran straight into the box, and I thought, all right, old girl, if you're that old, you're that old and keen, and you want to go, I'll let you come. So we've got old Sally, and I'll put her in first with Grace, who's also just about retired, and we'll stick them in a burrow first. Other ferrets that I've got is, who have we got out there? We got Buffy, Xena, Nisha and Star. We've also got Hayley and, who's the other one? Silver. We've got Hayley and Silver and Chewy. And I think that's about all I've brought. The other ferrets that I've got at home I'm breeding, so I'm probably going to breed Trixie this year, as well as Storm and Dan's cinnamon line doe, if it's any good after I take it out. But we'll get to have a look at her. As soon as I get my hands on her, I'll take her out. I'll do a quick assessment about her working ability and see what sort of traits she's got. Dan said she's no superstar, but she gets the job done. So we'll see. We'll have a bit of a look. I'm pretty sure she'll be okay. So look, very, very much looking forward to that with a lot of hope and anticipation. What else has been going on? The pup is growing. You probably won't believe how much he's growing. He's just about as big as Fleet now. Still a little bit headstrong. His obedience has got a little bit better, and he hasn't been out very much either, as I haven't been out. I've only been doing a few local burrows near my place, and that's about it. And I haven't been doing any filming whatsoever. So that's what I've been up to. Been a pretty busy sort of time. Not ferreting, but in other areas of my life it's been pretty busy. So contrary to popular belief, I didn't die of old age. I'm still here, and I'm on my way out again. Okay guys, I'm going to head out to Kevin's place, see what's about out there. There is a few other spots that I'll get around to after I get the car back. Kevin's is nice and close, and it's and there's a place out there that I'll get a rabbit or two. Like I said, I don't want to drive this car too much or too far. So I'm taking a bit of a risk, but I was that sick of sitting home not going ferreting. I thought, I don't care, I'm going. So I jumped in the car and packed all my stuff, and I'm going. But I won't be doing very much more over the next few weeks. So if you don't see many videos, other than the ones I'll be taking at home, I'm going to do a breeding and feeding video sometime this week. So if you're interested in learning about what I think about breeding and feeding ferrets, as they're coming into the breeding season, what to do, what changes I make, etc. And if you've got any advice, I'm always open to that. I'll consider it and make a judgment call on the advice that I get, which is what I normally do. Got to approach everything with an open mind, guys. Okay, I'll get back to you when I get there and get set up on a burrow. Okay, so we're all set up on the rose bush. Would have seen this burrow before. I haven't done it for a little while. First time I done it got 22, second time 17, about a half a dozen the third time, and I'm probably expecting to get somewhere around half a dozen today. Didn't see too many on it. I've seen one or two sitting on it, so look, I just don't know. Haven't done it for a little while. So that's the story. And look at young Chase, growing up quite a bit, isn't he? But he looks like he's showing a bit of promise. His obedience has got a little bit better. Still very, very young and headstrong, very, very long-legged, and he's still floppy on his arse end, as they are. So he's still finding his legs, that's what I'm saying. Alright, so we'll get out the old timers first. Old Sally, who's just about bloody dead, I think. She just keeps hanging in there, and she's been looking pretty good lately. She's had getting a second wind or something. But you know, if you've been following me for a few years, you would have seen her. She was a mainstay ferret for quite some time. There's old Grace, and there's old Sally. She's not looking too good, but still willing and keen to go. But we'll just show you what these old timers can do. The old timers. Sally's just about blind now, I think. But we'll give her a go. We'll put her in and we'll see what she's got. She's been really dying to go out, so she may even have a heart attack. She's that old. Find the burrows now. These are all covered over, a lot of vegetation. I want to make sure I put her down something she can go down. Can't see the burrows. I'll put her in up here. They all join anyway. Alright, there goes old Sally. Hasn't seen a burrow in years. And off she goes. Got Grace in there. Off she goes. Alright, let's stand back and see what these two old timers can do. Just wanted to give them a run. Like I said, I took a big gamble coming out here. Because of the condition of the car. But I couldn't stand it anymore. I mean, I've been locked up in that house for a couple of weeks, and not locked up, but just no vehicle, you know, it's bad. And I said, you know what? I don't care, today I'm going out. But anyway, and I've still got 3 weeks before the car goes in. That was the earliest I could get it into the place that I chose to do the motor. M&W engine specialists in Wendouree, Ballarat, near Ballarat, were my engine rebuilders of choice over quite a few. Thanks to Graham for the recommendation. I did my research after he recommended them, and from all reports they are quite good. So we'll have a new vehicle, new clutch, new set of headers, universal joints, alternator, all the cooling gear, radiator, water pump, etc. Complete, including the head rebuild of the motor, rear brakes. There was something else, a couple of other bits and pieces anyway, and I'll slip my mind for the moment. And that should keep me out of trouble for some time. But a big and extensive and very expensive bit of maintenance on that vehicle. And it's a 2000 model, so I looked at what you could get for about 15 grand, and all you're going to be doing is buying someone's headaches. Yes, you'll get a later model vehicle with a few extra bits and pieces on it, cruise control, that type of thing. Young pups are pretty keen. You'll get to have a good look at him. He's looking really good, matey. Whether he's got the God-given speed and ability is one thing, but his attitude is not lacking. But he looks like he'll be something. He's shown a little bit already, and his top end speed already is it's impressive for his age. He'll never be as nimble or athletic as Fleet because of his larger size and his thicker legs. He won't have the same sort of agility. He won't have that ability to turn as quick or accelerate as fast as the young ones do. People will tell you about greyhounds and how good they are, but understand, guys, I've been around dogs since I was, you know, I've been running dogs since before I was a teenager. So when you talk to me about greyhounds and whippets, I fully understand the difference in their ability to top end speed and their effectiveness at this type of job. And the closest thing you could say that this dog is probably like a greyhound whippet cross, with a little bit of he's a little bit thicker in the legs, but he's actually we call him a bush whippet, which is just a normal whippet. It's a little bit bigger and a little bit thicker in the legs. We call them a bush whippet. They're not actually a breed, but he's a bush whippet crossed with a staghound, which is the deerhound greyhound. Get him! Something going on here. Oh, it's Sally. Move, Fleet. Hard chase. Come on, Sal. Put her in there. We'll just give these two a chance. And if you remember Sally, when she was younger, we called her Savage Sally. She's a lot like Hayley, a little bit quirky, very, very fast on her feet, and a mad savage, but quirky. She was a bit quirky, but she was good enough for me to keep all these years. She was just one of them ferrets that you'll never get rid of. So exciting times ahead, guys. I'm really looking forward to this year's kits. I'm excited to see Storm's kits. I'm breeding her with Cuda. Dan's Jill, if it makes the grade. If I think that she can bring something to the line, I'll breed her. And from all reports, you know, that this line's supposed to be pretty good. He had another buck there we were going to put over her, but he's untested, so I didn't want to go down that road. I wanted to at least give the kits a chance and put a buck over her that's a quality buck, and he's been producing some exceptional kits, like Star. Spike produced Star and Storm. So we will add another couple of ferrets pretty shortly. There is a ferret there, I just seen the grass move. We'll put in Hayley and Silver in a minute. And Silver's a great, both Hayley and Silver are big jewels, big nice looking confirmation jewels. And we've already got Star out of Hayley. But Silver's a beauty. She's an absolutely beautiful ferret. Let's just hope that she continues to get better at the job. She's no superstar, but at this stage she's doing the job. Move. I think she's already had enough. We'll pick Sally up. I just wanted to give her a run. She'll be, you know, she's very, very old. She's already had enough. Grace is still going. All right, now let's add some good, bit younger, more enthusiastic and energetic ferrets that are in the prime of their life. Right. Hayley, Silver, and Chewy, is it? Hayley, Silver and Chewy. Hayley. Silver, she's right, still on heat. Got a few ferrets on heat at the moment. Chewy. Move. Damn it, won't mate. Off he goes. And one ferret there, one ferret there. That looks like Haley. And silver. Actually, it's silver and Haley. They're not really showing a great deal of interest. One back down. Move. Another one back down. Whoops, something going on, definitely. Chewy's got it, I can hear it squealing. It's got it above the ground somewhere. Get him! Move, move, move! Move! Get him, please! Get him, please! Get him! Get him! Get him, please! Bring him to me! Bring him to me! Come on, bring him to me. Can't see him. The police got hold of it, I think. Bring him to me, please. Come on. Oh, ferret's got it. I think the ferret dragged it back down the hole. Well, that's one that's not making it out. Oh, no, it's still there, I can hear it. Gee, he's miles in the bush, I can't get to him. He's right in the centre. So the ferret's got that one above ground, killing it. Beautiful day here today. Birds are singing, sun's shining. No, it looks like he's already killed it. There's those two. Back down. Silver and Haley. So not very successful so far. I don't think there's many in there. I thought I'd get at least a couple. Oop, there's a baby. I just seen a baby young kit, and there's silver right behind it. So not much going on, guys. I might turn the camera off for now, just to give the ferret look. The ferret's going to spend a bit of time killing these kits. If a big one runs out, I'll put the camera back on. But I'm probably going to be here for a little bit while the ferrets round these kits up and chase them around in the bush, etc. And spend a bit of time killing them. So I'll get back to you. Dog's just caught one. Only a baby. Good boy, Fleck. Good boy. Good boy. Looks like Silver chased that out. So that's why they're taking so long. Looking for it now. That's actually Haley, is it? Yeah. Yep, it's Haley. Yep, it's Haley. little bit quirky, Hayley, but she's a bit of a savage. And he's silver. Move. She's no slouch on him either, is she? Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Right, got another little one. Haven't seen Chewy since I put him in. Good boy, Fleet. Grace back in there. I'm pretty sure that's Grace. That's Hayley. Yeah, that's definitely Hayley. That's definitely Grace. Hayley's still a little bit on season, that's how I can tell. Plus, she's a bit older. Grace. But very, very similar in type. There's Silver. Pick her up too. Put these in here because they've already been worked. I might chuck in a couple of these ferrets. That looks like Star and Nisha. Nice big ferret. Star. Alright, Star and Nisha. Bit of a sniff. And off she goes. So Nisha, Star and Chewy are in. Three pretty handy ferrets. Here the ferret's killing another one in here, dog can hear it. They're actually climbing up in the bush. Star. Dot, 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 dot. I'll start picking them up, guys. I don't think we're going to get any more out of it. So only those two little ones, guys. I'll pick those ferrets up when I get a chance. I'm pretty sure we're not going to get anything else. Very disappointed. I thought we'd probably get half a dozen out of this burrow because I hadn't done them for a little while, and it usually holds a few, but there is a couple of people that come out here shooting, and maybe they've been shooting over this burrow. Not too sure. Anyway, get back to you. Actually, it's Nisha. Dot, 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 dot. Nisha. Dot, 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 dot. I just got Chewy back, he came out. So it's only Nisha to go. Alright guys, parked the car up there now. I'm on a different burrow. We're off the other one now. I only got them two little ones out of it. They killed a few in there. It's a bit of a burrow here. It's a good one just to give old Sally and Grace a bit of a run in, which was sort of one of the things I wanted to do today. They don't get a chance to get out hardly at all. So it's out in the open. There's probably a few holes on that side of the fence, but that's all electric and I don't want to touch it. I can't really see, so I'll throw down a couple of purse nets. We'll run Sally and through first, and then Grace, just to give them a bit of a run. We'll just throw down a couple of purse nets. See what happens. Probably going to miss some of the holes, but that's all right. Pup can have a run. Well, we might get a rabbit or two out of it. Looks like it is being used. The dog did mark it up. I let him out the car before he ran over here and marked it up like he is now. So he thinks there's something in there. And when I seen him mark it, I thought, oh, I'll go and do that. Be a good one for old Sally. So we should get something out of it. With him marking it like that, I'm pretty sure there's something in it. Let's have a bit of a look around, maybe we can find another hole or two. Yeah. One there, one over there. One over there. I only brought half a dozen nets with me. Hole there. Might be a bolt hole there. Looks like a couple on the other side. Look, if I can step over and I've got the nets, I'll do them. Because Fleet is marking it, so when he marked it like that, normally you're pretty assured of getting something. He's not the world's best marker, but when he does mark, you know, he's usually pretty accurate. Nowhere near as good as Cass was though. She was a beauty. For mark and burrow, she was a beauty. Well, last two nets, I'll see if I can get them down. Hopefully I can step over this without shocking myself. Yep. Okay. Bit of a hole there. Oh, Sally, mate, still going, eh? Thought she was going to die not long ago. Didn't look too good at all, mate. But she sort of came good. And she hasn't been out for at least 2 years. So she's pretty old. Like, she's old. She's 9-ish. 9-ish. And still wants to go out. I'm pretty sure we've missed a few. Well, that's what happens, mate. It's on. So that tells us the electric fence is on, because that shocked the dog. Oh, I don't want to get shocked. That's the trouble. What's in here? Did it shock you, mate? Come here. Come here. It's all right, mate. Come here. Good girl, Zeb. Good girl. Good boy. Good boy, Chase. Good boy. Did he get you, mate? Did he get you? It's all right, boy. It's all right, boy. Good boy, Fleet. All right. Old Sally. Good old Sally. Watch that fence, mate. You already got the pup. The pup doesn't want to come near me now because he's got a pretty big shock. That's for bulls, that fence. So, all right, Sally and old Grace. Nice little burrow for them. didn't go in. I'll try this one. He doesn't trust me now. He got zapped by the fence bad. The ferrets are staying down. Look, at I don't know where that came out. Around here somewhere. There's a bolt hole out here I missed. It's always the one you don't have netted, it's weird. Right there. So the dog was right, there was something in it. Bit unlucky. All the holes covered except that one, and that's the one that come out. Oh, there's a big bolt underground. Oh, in the net. Mine, wait. Good boy, Chase. Oh, there goes another one out the bolt hole. Oh, Fleet might get him. Got in the hole. Oh, Fleet. Bloody hell. There's both the ferrets behind it. So still going alright there, my old teammate. Oh, Sally, mate, jeez. Still going. And back down. Grace has got a mouthful of fur. The old timers, mate. It's probably empty now, Sally's coming out. Well, they bolted a few out of it, didn't they, the old girls? Be worth just going along doing these burrows with a few nets, but I'd have to get Kev to turn the fences off because it's a little bit hairy, mate, for the dogs and for me. One mistake and you get a big zap. So they bolted 4 out of it. Move. I've just dropped Sally in this bolt hole just to make sure. Off she goes. Chase. Nice, burrow's done. Rose is coming out. Pick her up. Bit of fun, wasn't it? We were a bit unlucky with where they came out. Well, at least we got one. No, there's Sally. As far as done. Come on, old girl. And that'll do them. I'm not going to work them anymore today anyway. And a bit of a run. Alright, pack these nets up, go back to the car. Alright guys, moved on to another burrow now. Got the long net going all the way around. It's out in an open paddock, but a lot of grass holding the long net up off the ground. A lot of passages underground. It's very deep. I'm not going to use Grace and Sally anymore. They've had a bit of a run today. All the ferrets have had a drink, and I'll just run the other ferrets through. Probably start off with Buffy, Xena, Star and Nisha. Start off with them. Xena. Where's Buffy? It looks like Buffy. Xena and Buffy. Who we use? Xena, Buffy, Nisha, where's Nisha? Right, Xena, Buffy, Star and Nisha. We'll drop them 4 in first. Right, so there goes Star. Oh. Nisha. Bloody squirming. Xena. Oh, right. Who's out over here? Star. All right, off they go. Oh, dog's heard something. Here's Nisha. You can tell she's real dark. Working good. Straight back down. So she probably chased it and lost it. Oh, there he goes, bang. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Back down. Nice big one too, big doe. They're hole hopping a fair bit. So it was good to see old Grace and Sally out today, wasn't it? They would have really enjoyed that. They bolted 4 rabbits out of that burrow on their own. There he is, bang. Fleet's got him. Good boy, Fleet. It's only a young one. Good boy, mate. Good dogs. Good dogs. Good dogs. Good boy, Chase. Good boy, Chase. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. There's looks like Xena or Buffy. Hard to tell, looks like Xena. Yeah, it's Xena. Back down. Very, very happy with how Trixie's kits come out this year, and Graham's little doe was working good too. She had a couple of off days, but she's back to her best now. So a lot to look forward to this year. We get to see Storm's kits finally. I'm breeding her, this is her second year. Been in season. So we'll get to see her kits out of Cuda this year. And I'll breed Spike with either, I'm hoping to breed her with Trixie, but we'll see. If I breed Daniel's kit that I'm getting off him, Daniel's doe, if she's up to the standard and I breed her, I probably won't breed Trixie. I just don't want to end up with too many kits, that's all. So, because we've already got Graham's kit, Graham's ferreting already been bred. Hole hopping. Yes, I've got Graham's doe at my place already. His best working doe, well, I think it's his best. We've got her at my place and she's already been put to Spike. Really looking forward to, she's a dark polecat, and I put it to Spike, who's the big black-eyed white. I just thought it'd be a good match for her, because he's big, long and rangy, Spike, and she's a little bit on the short side, not much, very, very straight and very pretty. So we've got Spike, and she's in with Spike right now, so 6 weeks from now she'll have her kits. That looks like Xena. Yep. Really happy with them. You really know what you just know what you're going to get from these ferrets. Back down. I love their work and they're very good at it. It's pretty big underground, this burrow, mate. I might just drop in Haley and Silver. I put Chewy in too, but he just bloody catches them so fast, Chewy. He's a real beast. Bloody big cup bucks, mate. That looks like it goes up that way. Oh, there's Cena, she's right up here now. Oh, it's Star, that's Star. Cool. Back down. Off she goes. This one looks like it goes up this way. I hope I'm wrong. Anyway, we'll see the ferrets as they come out. Oh, something going on there. Bang. Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. Good boy, Fleet. Good dogs. Good dogs. Good boy, mate. All right, mine. Good boy. Good dogs. Good dogs. A little half grown. Up one thing. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, there's another one. Get him, Zip. Got him. Get him, Zip. Good girl. Good dogs. Good dogs. Good dogs. Good dogs. Good dogs. Good boy, Chase. Good boy. A few half growns. These nets are right up off the ground, so one of them didn't go under. Good boy. Buffy, is it? Oh, look at that. The ferret's got one in the net. Move, move, move. Good. Look at that. Oh, sorry, mate. Who is it? Heidi. So Heidi had one in the net. Move, move. Probably go back down. Zena. Is it Zena? Yep, Zena. Oh, it's Nisha, sorry. Nisha. Oh, there's a ferret playing with the dog. Move, move, move. Puppy. Back down. What are you doing, Nish? I'll put you in over here. Bit of fun. Good for the pup. Remember guys, that pup's 4 months old. He was born on May the 6th, so what have we got? May, June, July, August. So he's just over 4 months. Just. He looks big for his age, but he's 4 months. Still got his baby teeth. We'll know what he's all about by the time he's about 1.5 years. By then we'll know. And I'm going to put Chewy in, just because I won't be going out much over the next couple of weeks. I want to give him a run, you know. So I'll put him in. He's an absolute beauty, Chewy. He just catches a few, that's all. And ferrets will be catching a few of these young ones, that's why we're not seeing them. And I won't be doing too much more today. I've got other plans for this afternoon. At least I got out to do something, because I probably won't be doing any ferreting over the next few weeks. I just don't want to risk the car. I took a bit of a gamble coming here today. Hayley's working really well. She got a bit better, that Hayley. She's a bit quirky, but she, like, as you've seen, like, she's a real savage. But she's a bit quirky. She's not the smartest ferret, you know. She loves what she does, and she does, you know, she does it well, but she doesn't use her brain a lot. She just sort of just runs until she sees something and then attacks it. Doesn't use her nose, or she just... Sally was a bit like that when she was younger. That was Nisha, working really good. Come out there and straight in there. So we got 7 ferrets down: Star, Buffy, Xena, Nisha, Chewy, Hayley and Silver. There's Star. Always tell her she's almost cinnamon. Dot, 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 dot. Back down. She's beautiful ferret, I think. She's real long, big, long legs. Haley down the bottom. Move. It's alright, mate. Haley back down. Puppy back down. And I will start picking them up shortly. That looks like Nisha. Yep, Nisha. Good girl, Nisha. I'll start picking them up, guys. Six to go. Haley. Yep, it's Haley. Like Star, is it? Star. Looking for somebody to go down. I'll let her go. She looks like she's been chasing something. Just let her go. Put her back down. She looks like she was after something. As soon as they come up now, I'll pick them up. Looks like Buffy. Seen it. Yep, seen it. It's bloody squirming. I might try her once more, just once. Only because she's squirming so much. There's something going on down there. One of them's running in circles, I think. And the two we haven't seen for a while is... Oh, there it is. Got it. Good dogs. Good dogs. There's Star right behind it. Alright, mine. Nice big one. Good boy. Good dogs. Alright, mine. Geez, the ferret's been ripping into this, mate. Look at that. So it's had its head in the corner. It's a big buck. Had its head in the corner. It looks like the ferrets have been tearing at it, and eventually it got sick of it and came out. Yeah, a lot of fleas on the mine too, Graham. There's the Star and Chewy. Chewy and... It was all three of them. The only one that wasn't there was Star. So they got it to move eventually, didn't they? Xena. Yep, Xena. Chewy. So Buffy, Star and Silver to go. We just seen Starry chase that rabbit out. So it was pretty hesitant, that rabbit. He took a lot of persuasion. But to their credit, they got him out. Good girl. Another ferret here, I can tell by the pup. Dot, 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 dot. Silver. Dot, 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 dot. Was silver. Back down. So they're all coming up now. Yep, seen it. Misha. Star. Misha, Star, Chewy, and Xena. So Buffy and Silver to go. Dot, 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 dot. And Silver. Still working. She's working good, that Silver. She's showing a bit today. I really like what she's doing. She's not just looking around. She's hunting pretty well. She keeps that up. She's a big, beautiful type ferret. I'll breed her next year. She's. Oh, there's Buffy playing with the dog. Alright, so they're all coming up now, aren't they? So it's just Silver to go. There's Buffy. Buffy, the rabbit slayer. Yeah, really like what Silver's showing this year. You can only breed so many, you know, like, and you got to choose the very best you got. But she's such a nice type, that Silver. Really nice. And she's a different line because she come from Algae in South Australia. I gave him a couple of well, they were quality bucks anyway. They were untried. They were out of Trixie, and someone bought them as pets. And anyway, they rang me up. They were 2 years old. They rang me up. I went and got them and gave them to Algae. The beautiful looking bucks they were. He took them out, bang. They went from day one. He rang me up and said, he asked me had they been worked. I said no, mate. And he said, well, they work straight away. He's going to keep one to breed with, and he's going to cut the other one. He's not sure which one yet. He'll probably work them a bit and then make up his mind. The quality, they come from good lines, you know. Really, really good ferrets. A couple of Trixie's kits from a couple of years ago. So anyway, I got Silver from Algae and he's in South Australia. So a completely different line to mine. But she's showing something. Like when I first got her, she was a little bit slow. But she hadn't done much, you know, she just needed a bit of work. She worked and she was savage, but now she's getting a bit more work. She's improving. Dot, 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 dot. Chase, what are you doing, mate? He's a good boy. Good boy. Good boy. He's a good boy. There she is. And come to hand. Beautiful big ferret, isn't she? Nice and long in the body, straight, real straight in the legs. Nice ferret. I like her a lot. Alright guys, well that's going to be it. Unless I stop on the way back, but probably not. The car's only getting worse, I can tell, but I want to make sure that when I drive it to get rebuilt, I'm going to be able to get it there. So I'm a little bit cautious about driving it too much. You know, I'll use it to go shopping and that sort of thing, but it's about a 3-hour drive where I need to take it to get fixed, so a little bit apprehensive about that, about driving it too much. But today I just decided, you know what, I'm just going to go. Anyway, that's going to be it for another day, guys. I'll probably do a video or two just around home. I'll do a breeding and feeding one over the next week and a half. And that'll be about it. and then I don't know when I'm going to start filming again. I'm not too sure. After I get my car back, I'll be straight back into it, and more than likely I'll start then. All right, another great day. Sun's still shining, birds are still singing. So it's been a really enjoyable morning, and I'll probably go fishing sometime this afternoon just near home. Whatever you're doing in life, guys, make sure you enjoy, because life goes past way too fast. Bye for now.